Present Sri V. Vijay Reddy, please.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. I, on behalf of my party, stand to support this bill. Sir, I could observe several positive aspects in this bill, and three of the positives I would like to highlight and bring it to your kind notice. Sir, this triple IIT, to attract enough students required to develop a strong research base in the field of information technology of India. So it's one of the positive aspects, sir. And secondly, with youth being the future of India, more institutes of national importance increases the prospects of getting jobs, because IITs and triple ITs are considered to be institutes of par excellence. Since provisional certificates that have been granted earlier in respect of these institutes, which the Honorable Minister now making them as institutes of national importance, they got these provisional certificates and not degrees. These are all the provisional certificates earlier. They got earlier from these institutes, served as an impediment for them in getting jobs in several organizations, and this problem would be solved now. Sir, nationally, recognized triple ITs in India would also make it a hub for foreign nationals to come to India, and then as their intended stop to study in India, so that more foreign students will come to India for study. Sir, I have few suggestions to be made to the Honorable Minister, Sri Pokhriyalji. Sir, Andhra has got only, in fact, Minister has pointed out in his speech that Andhra Pradesh has got only one triple IIT in PPP model in Chittoor. Sir, I urge the government, Honorable Minister, to build another triple IT in Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam being the executive capital, proposed executive capital and most populated city in Andhra Pradesh, would be an ideal location in terms of number of enrollment of students, sir. Sir, another suggestion, apart from just giving institutes, giving national importance to these new institutes of the government, I request the Honorable Minister to focus on the existing ones also. Because, for instance, I'll give an example. IIM Visakhapatnam was set up by the Ministry of HRD in 2015, and till now there is no adequate infrastructure for IIM Visakhapatnam, and operates from the makeshift campus in Andhra University. Similarly, Central University in Anantapur is also suffering from lack of infrastructure and has problems of infrastructure. Sir, the third suggestion which I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Minister, while this particular bill, when it was introduced in Lok Sabha, it was envisaged that the bill would help to meet the needs of technical manpower by increasing the pool of trained personnel coming out of these institutes. That was the objective. That is what it was envisaged. I would like to ask the government on how it plans to hold the skilled manpower in India, because many students who have passed out of the examinations in these institutions are migrating to abroad, other countries, and then serving there in that country. So how to hold the skilled manpower in India, and the plan is to be worked out accordingly, sir. Are there any changes they propose in the job market for more people choosing in India as their place of work instead of other countries? Sir, the last suggestion I would like to make is there needs to be a shift in the perspective in which we see the IITs. There is a perspective, sir. In fact, triple ITs are considered to be reasonably good institutes. However, they are often considered to be subpar to the IIT, and IITs are considered to be superior than triple ITs. So majority of the students choose later, that is IITs, due to quality of education it boosts and image it has got. Sir, thus some measures such as standardization of the courses, taught in these triple ITs and setting up the standards for faculty of these institutes must be considered to attract the maximum students and to treat for these triple ITs to be treated on par with IITs, sir. Thank you very much, sir. With these suggestions for the government, I support this bill.
थैंक यू विजय साई रेड्डी जी। श्री रामचंद्र प्रसाद सिंह जी।
धन्यवाद उपसभापति